So hopefully you saw lesson number 5 where I went through the basic chord progression of C, A, F, G, C major, A minor, F major, G major. So now you're going to start improving. So first you want to look at the C major chord. A C, an E, and a G. Okay, then you look at your A minor chord. This is review. C, E, and an A. Your F major. L, F, A, C, and G major. G, B, D. So you're going to use this to know which notes you're going to play for the improv. So when you start off with you're going to play a note with your pinky. So you're going to start off something like this. So how did I know to play on E? Well, you have a choice. You look at the chord. You can start on any note here. So you could do, or you could do, or you could do. Later on, you'll learn more notes to improv with, but for now, just learn these basics. So, same pattern for the A minor part. When you play with your pinky, at the same time you'll play any of these notes. So, or. For the F, the same thing. For G, the same thing. You get to choose one of the 3 notes to play with your pinky. So you can do B, D, G, just those notes that are in the chord. Or. So that's actually all there is to it. So when you start off, you just pick a note, then go to your next chord, pick a note. Next chord, pick a note. Pick a note. So you have many choices of ways to do this. Keep on practicing one note and variations of that. After you get comfortable playing with one note, you can do 2 notes. So your first note, like I just explained, is part of that chord. Well, your second note is it seems like you can play any note. Stay away from the sharps and flats for now. So it's really free, which makes it improv. So do something like this. So I just went from you could do something like that doesn't sound right now, but when you go into the next chord, it'll sound a lot better. So start on one of your main chords and explore around. So when you connect it to the next chord, the A, remember, you have to land back on one of those notes. So you start on one of these, and you need to get to one of these. So say you started with an E on your C chord. And then now you're going to go to your A chord. So, what note is in your A chord? One of these. So you can play this one. So far it sounds like this. So now you're going to find another note. I'm going to go back up. So it's going to sound. And then getting that to find an F chord note. So the second note is free of choice, so I just chose G. And then now you're going to your G chord. So you need to find one of the notes B, D, and G. So since I'm already on G, I'm going to go to D. So I'll show you that again. So when you do this, you're going to have to think pretty fast, but there's no rush, so you can go at this very slow. You can do something like this. So remember, the first note is in that chord, and the second note is free of choice. And you'll eventually see that when you do any improv, no matter what type of notes you play, so whether or not it's your quarter note, whether or not it's a 16th note or 8th note, all you need to do is, when you change your chord, you need to get back to one of those notes in the chord. So after you finish doing your 2-note runs, you can do 4-note runs. So that'll sound something like this. For now, just stick with those simple 8th notes, 16th notes, or something like that. Don't do any dotted stuff. Keep on practicing, knowing which notes are in which chord. So if you get comfortable with this, you can experiment with other chord progressions. But for now, I think you should stick with C, A minor, F, and G. So you can just change the chord progression now. So you could do something like an A minor chord progression to an F, to a C, to a G. Just change it up a little bit. You'll still be playing the same notes. So keep on practicing, and thanks for watching.